Hi, this is Bill at Home DVD, and welcome back to Unscripted Videos. This particular session, we're going to be talking about 16 millimeter film. It's a continuation of the last video we had when we covered Super 8 and 8 millimeter. It does have a number of differences and warranted its own discussion. So let's put in our simulated video or film track, and yes, it is 16 millimeters across or thereabouts, or half-inch width. Let's lay in the photographic part and our film frames. Now, 16 millimeter, as I discussed before with respect to 8 came from 16, remember? And the big square sprockets, same kind of idea, straddling the film frames. Very, very obvious. If you had the sprockets straddling the other side, guaranteed to be silent. There's no room at all here for the audio track, and typically that would play at a rate of 18 frames per second. It's the old style, and the film stock can be color or black and white, even though it's quite old. Color came in the late 30s in terms of common or popular distribution. So this film stock or this type was around for a while with color in black and white. If, on the other hand, you didn't see sprockets on the other side, and you only saw it on one side, you have an opportunity here to put in an audio track. And the more popular of the two types, which is optical and magnetic, was the optical. So let's just blow that up here for a sec. This track here, we blew it up vertically. And what you'd see here is a bunch of squiggles. It's an optical analog equivalent of the audio. And the peak-to-peak response dictates the frequency, and the height is its amplitude or its loudness. So if you had very long peaks, it's low frequency. If you got very tight peaks like here, that's high frequency. And no stereo, monaural only. Never had a chance over its ancient time on this planet to worry about stereo effects. The other audio format, of course, was magnetic, and it ran here. It came on a little bit later. I think it was in the late 40s or early 50s, and always monaural, none of this stereo stuff, but it did have a stabilizing track on this side, but never optically or never magnetically encoded. It was always on this side here. Just to make a little note here with respect to making my point of the relationship between 8 and 16 millimeter. If we ran an 8 millimeter film frame, laid it edge to edge to the 16, we would see this additional sprocket. So this will be the 8 millimeter sprocket sequence. This is 16. It's 1 for 1. It'll be exactly aligned. And if we carried the nonsense a little further, we could conceivably put 4 8 millimeter film frames inside a 16. It's sort of silly, of course, but you get the idea of its scale. And the other interesting thing to note is if the film has an audio track, whether it's optical or magnetic, doesn't matter, it's going to be running at 24 frames per second. So it's the regular cinematic rate that's even true today of 16, 35 and above, always running at 24 frames per second. And that's the varied number of details with respect to 16 millimeter film. Catch you on the next video.